What's going on, people? Back again with another video. Today is gonna be a chill, relaxed day. I ain't gonna be doing much serious today, but do got some work to conquer. First thing first, we gotta move around all these cars and get the 300 in here, and then from there we will start working. Cause I did do a bunch of stuff on it this weekend. I didn't record it sadly, but I'm gonna explain what I did and what I have to fix. So with that being said, put y'all up, and I'll be back here in a second. Alright, so we got my 300 in here, and for today, what we're gonna do is, well, let me give you a rundown of what I did. I basically did a full suspension overhaul. I did brakes, rotors, front and rear. I did lower control arms, inner tie rods, outer tie rods, struts, upper control arms, O2 sensors, and basically what I'm left with right now is I don't know if maybe the struts were wrong, but or I just need to adjust something. So I'm gonna lift the car up because as you can see, this ride height is ridiculous. It shouldn't be that high, so I'm gonna lift the car back up, loosen everything, and adjust it just so it can have a little droop. Hopefully that fixes it. And then last thing I do have to install is this oil pressure sensor because I do have a check engine light on for that. And with these parts, I know it looks like I still have parts I didn't put on. All these parts were wrong. I did order them from this company. I forgot the name. Parts Geek. The company Parts Geek. Look, I'm never one to talk bad on a company. I mean, I can't speak bad on them. It was my first time trying them. I did order the whole suspension kit from them, and literally half of the stuff was wrong, which I at first I was frustrated and I was like, oh, I'm never gonna order from them. But I gotta give people the benefit of the doubt. Things happen. It's okay. But with that being said, everything else I ordered from Rock Auto. Rock Auto's been day one. They've been true to me and always come through. I even got most of, not all the ones I've collected, but these are probably just the ones from the last year or so. Just my cars alone, basically. But yeah, we're gonna jack the car up, um, and then start tinkering with the suspension while we let it cool off, and then so I can do the oil pressure sensor. And then that's basically going to be it for this car. And then we have another car to get on. So, like I said, today's is not going to be, it's not going to be a busy day, but we're still going to have stuff to do. And yeah, I'll just bring you through. It's going to be a little daily vlog with car stuff, of course. So yeah, put y'all down and get started. I got the front left wheel off, and as you see, everything here is new. Got the strut, got the upper control arm, got the forward lower control arm, inner and outer tie rods, brakes, rotors. What's this? Sway bar link, and like I said, I didn't replace this one because it was wrong in the kit. Everything else I went and bought. Those weren't bad, so I didn't replace them. But basically, I'm going to loosen up all the suspension and then basically see if it gives me a little bit more droop, so I can get a little bit of that clearance back. Because there has to be something binding under here. Even if I'm going to guess, it's probably this upper control arm. So I'm gonna start with that, and I'm gonna just loosen up everything, put a jack underneath it, try to lift it up, see if there's some play, it's just some resistance. If not, then probably this strut is wrong, but should be nothing difficult. So yeah, I'll just get to that, start unbolting everything, and see how I go from there. I put the camera down for a second and just literally broke down everything because I was realizing that if these weren't fitting, what's the chances that the other parts weren't fitting? So basically what I did at first was I removed the strut. The strut wasn't from Geek Parts or whatever the website's called. That's from Rock Auto. I realized that the top of the struts were a little bit different, even though they don't have the nut here, so you can't really tell if it's for the left or right, because this is the mounting point for the sway bar link in the back. So you can put these on either side. I figured out that the top hat is angled a little bit different on both sides, so I swapped those out, thinking that would do it. I don't know why I thought that, because clearly that didn't do it at all. And then I removed the lower control arm and the upper control arm. Which here we have the lower control arm with this is the old one, and this is the old one, this is the new one. As you can see right here, they look good, but then when you come back out here, the measurement is off just by a little bit right here and right here. So if you were to line that with that, this is just a little bit longer. So that's a bind right there. And then if you come here in the upper control arm, this is the old one on top, the new one's on the bottom. That's where that ball joint is sitting, and that's where this one is sitting. So right off the bat, this one is off a little bit to the right, and the control arm is a little bit longer because I do have them perfectly sitting centered that way. So right there is another problem. So the last thing that I have on here from this website is the sway bar link, so I'm going to take that off and check that as well. I highly doubt that's different, but at this point, why am I not surprised? With that being said, that means I just have to go buy all new arms. Got to buy the lower control arm, the upper control arm, and I honestly just got to get this other control arm too, and just throw that in as well, just to have a peace of mind, because I don't understand how that happened, but maybe honestly these parts are just horribly made, because there's no way for it to be that different. If I can put the angle here, you can see how different they are. Let's see if I can get it from right here. See, right there, boom. You can see how much more this is longer than that one. And as you know, with suspension, everything has to be exact, otherwise something's going to be completely off. So I'm hoping I get all new arms and everything will go in and the car will settle nicely. So for right now, I'm going to take off the other side, and then after I've got everything off, I'm going to go to the store and grab all new parts, come back, hopefully assemble everything, and everything is good so I can move on to what I was supposed to really work on today. Because, yeah, this is a headache. So I wasn't going to say anything bad about them, but, yeah, let me even see what the name of the place is called. It is called, doesn't have the name on here. I'm pretty sure it's called Parts Geek. I can check on my phone real quick and see, just to make sure. But I'm pretty sure it is called Parts Geek. Yeah, this is the website right here. So this is the website I ordered the parts off of. Parts Geek. I don't want to sit here and tell you not to order from them or whatever, but it's inconvenient that every single part is wrong. Like, that is just, it's crazy to me. One part, two parts, cool, but the whole kit wrong? Some might say it's a coincidence. I don't know. I just will never be ordered from them again. I should have just ordered from Rock Auto. The only reason I went here because I saw the deal. I was like, ooh, that's a good deal. Hey, the deals come with consequences, I guess. So with that being said, gotta go to the store, get these parts, and be back in a bit. We back a few hours later. I basically did put all the stock stuff back on. Got everything boxed up. Got those parts from Geek, whatever the website is, boxed up. So frustrated about that. But call them tomorrow. Get a a return thing. Hopefully they give me my money back. I mean, I put the parts on, so I don't think they will. But hey, I just want them to know where they messing up. So go send those back in. For right now, last thing I'm gonna do for the day, since I won't be able to do what I wanted to really do today, is I'm gonna throw this on. So hopefully I can fix my check engine light problem. So for right now, put y'all down, let y'all see the little process of taking this off. It's not hard. I can give you a quick walkthrough. So basically, take off the intake right here, and then next you want to take off the intake manifold, and then underneath there's another piece of intake manifold that you need to take off, like a lower piece, and then boom, it's gonna be right there on top. So I will set y'all up so y'all can see that, and be back. This is gonna be a quick one, in and out, and I'll explain after why I'm replacing it. So I got intake manifold off, left the lower piece still connected there. It's kind of the fuel line, didn't want to disconnect and have fuel leak out. But basically what we have right here, oil pressure sensor goes right here. I did replace the oil filter housing when I first bought this car. That's one of the main reasons I got the car for a good deal, is because they didn't know what it was. And literally this whole place right here was soaked with oil because it was leaking that bad. So I did replace it, and before I replaced it, I got a check engine light saying that it needs that the oil pressure sensor was not reading. So I replaced it. It still wasn't reading. So I'm just hoping that the sensor was faulty, and I'm gonna throw this new one in and hope for it to fix that problem. Because the problem I'm having right now is not just that check engine light. That's nothing. The transmission, it won't let me go up. It basically has like an limit mode. It won't let me go above 3K on the RPM. So like when I'm trying to shift, it'll go to 3K and it'll hit a wall, and then it will basically keep me there. So I gotta let off the gas, give it gas again, then it will go again. So it's basically kind of like I'm driving a manual car. So I'm hoping this fixes it. I know it. I don't know this is exactly the problem, but I do know that check engine light is causing that problem, because when I clear it, the car drives fine. But when it pops back up, throws it back in the limp mode. So I'm gonna throw this in, and hopefully, that is the problem, because it's not a big headache, but it's just like, it's one of those small things where you're just like, man, it's work, you know? So just gonna throw this in, and hopefully it will go away. We'll see. do got the old sensor out. I am surprised no oil came out with it, but I did leave the car sitting for the whole time when I was doing suspension, so I figured it wouldn't. But nothing seems wrong with it. I mean, with it when it was in the car, it was still reading on the gauge that it was reading fine. So I'm just hoping it's just some type of fault, and me throwing this one in will fix it. Who knows? I was told, I did have a couple inputs. Someone did say it could be the oil pump. Hope it's not that, but so just go throw this in and see how that is. It does take a little minute because I don't have a size 27. It is a size 27, so just using my adjustable wrench. And I don't have a lot of clearance here. I did remove the coolant. That's not the coolant temp. Actually, it might be the coolant temp sensor. I did remove that just so I didn't risk hitting it because it does sit right here like this. I didn't want to risk breaking it. And this coolant hose right here that goes into the oil filter housing is super close. Like there is no type of leeway in between. So I have to really take my time and make sure I don't break anything. So putting it back in is going to be same thing, but I just got to take a little bit more time, make sure it's good, tight, and I don't mess up anything in the process. So I will throw this in, and afterwards go start the car, see what happens, and go from there. I do have everything back together, as you just saw. Now I'm just going to clear the codes and then give it a start. Make sure nothing is leaking. And then go from there. I do have one thing I've been wanting to do is get like a newer scanner. I did buy the scanner from Europe. I don't know exactly what country it is, but I did buy the one from Europe. I don't even remember the name of it. But while this is scanning, I will show you. I bought this one right here. I was very disappointed. I mean, I guess maybe I didn't read the details, but I was very disappointed to find out you had to pay for a subscription just to use it. But I haven't even used it I used it on this car once, and it took super long to scan. I don't know, maybe because I wasn't connected to Wi-Fi nicely, but I bought this, the iCarly scanner, and it looks like that when you open it. It's basically, it can scan codes, diagnose stuff, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Haven't really used it to its potential yet. But I figured nowadays it's not even worth buying like a fancy snap-on scanner with when you have technology like that. But for right now, what it's showing me, this is the code that I had right here. And I know I do have, it's set in a few times, I do have the O2 sensor codes. I did replace those. So I am just gonna clear them. And hopefully the problem goes away. Pretty sure I'm gonna have to go drive it to see, but we'll see. Start it up. Check engine light is still there. I do want to reset it one more time and try to clear it. I don't know, might not be the fix. Hopefully, I hope it is. Because otherwise, I'm gonna have to do some surgery. I mean, the oil pumps on this are not that bad, but I just don't want to sell the car with problems. I don't want to be one of those guys. See, it's flashing now. Go see if it clears. It did go away. So hopefully it stays away. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to drive it for it to see if it's gonna stay or go. But I just want to take the flashlight, look here, I don't see no oil coming in. That is good. I am gonna look in the back of the motor too. Right there, I don't see no oil. So we should be fine in that sense. But yeah, now I'm gonna just clear up this stuff a little bit and then go on a test drive, see what we see. Hopefully we don't see nothing and it just goes away. That's it. And we will be good in that sense. But yeah, I will get back to you once I'm on the road. Yesterday we did leave out with some other than sad news. The problem was not fixed by the, what did I replace yesterday? The oil pressure sensor. It is what it is. I mean, the transmission isn't acting up no more, so that's good. But it didn't fix the check engine light, so I'm gonna dig into that, see what that is. But on the suspension part, we did fix that. The ride height is good now. It is matching the rear, so that was a good thing. Still very disappointed in that company, but I did return the stuff. Hopefully they give me my money back. Once we get in here, we go to start it. I don't have the key. Where's the key? Where's the key? Once we give it a start, check engine light should come on. It's not coming on right now, but it will pop on once you start driving it. So I think I'm gonna look into it and see. Hopefully it's not the oil pump, but that's probably what it's looking like. Other than that, car is otherwise done. I do need to do a couple minor stuff. I don't know if I'm going to replace the windshield or not. It does have a little crack right there, but I'm most definitely gonna go grab this mirror. However this broke, I don't know, so I'm gonna get that mirror this glass replaced, and then after that, car will be ready to be sold. So that will be it for this car, and on to the next journey. So yeah, after I fix that check engine light, car will be up on Facebook for sale. So yeah, that will be it for this one. This was a very short journey with this car. I did have a big plan for it. I mean, you kind of can guess what I wanted to do with it, but at the same time, it's really not what I want to do it, but not right now. I'm not in a rush to do it, for the sense that it is. I'm doing it more for views. I would do it more for views than for my personal self. Because what I want to do right now is get on the track. That is my most main goal. I don't care about all the extra other stuff. So I want to do it for me. I don't want to have to do it because I want some views. So yeah, with that being said, I think we're going to call it quits here for this one. And stay tuned for the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, slow motion is better than no motion.